What is going on, everyone? We are live on the ladder, baby. We are live on the ladder. This is currently live. Obviously not by the time you see it, but by the time I'm seeing it, this is real live gameplay right now. We are on the map Scandinavia. And the reason I want to see this live, baby, Saturday Night Live, is because there's a lot of beef between these two. We got a bit of beef pastries between these two. There is no love lost between Dennis and Shake. The rivalry between these two is very, very real. Why is there beef? I don't know. They just don't like each other. And then Shake was challenging Dennis. Dennis was challenging Shake to these best of fives. I think Dennis won one, Shake won one, or, you know, depending on who you speak to, they say they both won. So who knows, baby? Who knows? So there is beef between these two, and who doesn't like a little bit of drama on Age of Empires 3? We're a decent-sized community, but we're a comparatively small community in comparison to some huge, like Age of Empires 2. We're about, what, a fourth of the size, maybe? But there's a lot more beef in this game. There's more drama in this game. This is like it's like EastEnders or Coronation Street. The drama just never ends. And both of these guys playing their main civs as well. Shake playing his old faithful Sweden, going up against Dennis playing Ethiopia. Sorry, I have no idea why I put that accent on. That was just absolutely diabolical by me. Like, that was straight up diabolicalness. Why did I do that? I don't know. Right, so who's going to come out on trumps here? We have a treasure being picked up, porcelain candelabrums. Shake picking up his own treasures as well. Shake just picking up 50 wood as well, so they're both picking up nice treasures. There's a good spread of treasures on this map. It's quite a small map, but there's a lot of decent treasures on there to be had. And they're kind of everywhere on the map as well. You can find good wood treasures everywhere on the map. Could be in the corners over here, could be in the middle of the map. So it doesn't really matter where you explore on this map. You're likely going to find some good treasures. So that's another 40 wood for Shake as well. He might actually be able to get... Wait, where's Shake's... Oh, it's there. Okay. Nice original... Oh, Shakey boy. What have we done? And can you see the wood trickling over? Like, you can see he's getting a decent amount of wood. Like, that's actually good. That's a good amount of wood just from 2 torps, by the way. Look at that. He can actually build another torp now. I think he's going to wait till he gets the age up in, so all the villagers can be on food right now, get that age up as quickly as possible. But the moment he ages up, he'll either get a market and gang saw, or he'll go for a torp. I reckon it'll be a torp. I can see a villager going forward for a torp there. We're going for a torp down here, maybe. Oh, yeah, very good wood torps down here. I think Shake's identified that, and he's going to go for it straight away. But what? Yeah, I'm gobsmacked. Shaky boy, one of the best, if not best, Sweden in the game. One of his starting torps was not on coin, so he is missing out on 0.27 coin right now. However, it is being mitigated by the fact that it is gathering 0.25 wood, which is actually better than 0.27 gold anyway. But however, this torp is a beastie boy. It's not only is it gathering from a herd as well, so it's 0.72 food right now. It's 0.2 wood and it's 0.27 coin. That right there is the beautiful spread. Like, that right there is basically Fatorius on 1TC. I think that might actually be better than Fatorius. How much is Fatorius? It's 0.25, 0.25, 0.5, is it? I think that right there is better than a TC with Fatorius. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, Shake putting down a torp over here. And that's going to be another beastie. Look, that's even better. Apart from the food, 0.3 food, 0.25 wood, and 0.27 coin. That's so good. Shake also going for the House of Vaza. We got the House of Vaza on this map. It changes from House of Vaza sometimes to the other one. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's the one where you get the Prince Bavarian stuff. But he has got the Vaza, and look at this. Shake, the moment he gets into age 2, there goes forward an outpost. And he's going to get the Hanseatic League in straight away. Of course, you know, what better civ to get Hanseatic League than with Sweden? You get 4 torps from Hanseatic League, and then you get 4 torps from Dominions. That's going to be 8 torps one from a shipment, one from just a big tech. And it's just like, it's so cost effective as well, because it's like 300 wood and 250 food, something like that. So it's really, really cost effective. But also the big issue is that you get this big button here, the Order of Bazaar. So buildings trickle 10% faster when you push that button. And because Sweden and Dutch are the best ones to benefit from that, because obviously they have torps and banks, which obviously is infrastructure gathering. So really, really effective there. Sheikh bringing his dominions out to the outpost. He loves doing this. And he's, again, covering the map. He's identifying all the right coin mines, where to put his torps, because they're covered in trees as well. Look at this. Is going to be another 0.2 wood, another 0.2 wood, another 0.1 wood. You know, he can gather. He's got a couple more torps to gather wood around here as well. Another torp over here, 1.1. He's really gathering well. Like the amount of wood being gathered. Look at his wood gathering right now. Look at that, 0.2. 0.3. Okay, it's about to go crazy now because he just shipped 700 wood. But yeah, that's kind of, considering he had no villagers on wood, that's a really nice, slow gathering amount of wood. So Sheikh going for Sheikh's done a really strong build this game. The Hanseatic League, which is going to give him the Order of Bazaar soon, into lots of torps gathering wood. So maximizing torps to the best of their abilities, to the best of their potential on gathering. Really, really good to see. Dennis, we better have a better look at the decks. Dennis going for a semi-FF deck here, but it can be extended H2 as well. He has gone for the castle. It's going to give him a load of influence, allows him to make units from it. But the main reason you send this, one, for a bit of defensive capabilities, but secondly, it gives you enough influence to be able to ship this card here, Cannoneers. And that's going to be a really, really important card against a pure Carolean. That's really, really strong. Getting the snare with his Explorer here and allowing the guest Kenya, who actually have 4.5 speed anyway, to catch up here. And that's just going to be 5 Caroleans down for free. Sheikh was trying to do some scouting there, but losing 5 Caroleans like that is really, really rough. This is interesting play as well. It's going for the early Shotter Warriors. This is what Ethiopia's semi-FF is so good at doing. Getting the Cannoneers, getting the Gas Kenya. So you've got Musketeers, you've got Cannoneers, which is an Abbas gun, a super skirm, if you will. And then he adds in the cavalry with the Shotter Warriors. So he's got 3 different types of very strong units, military land units, which can counter almost anything. And that's why you do it. And with picking up those early 5 Caroleans was super big brain as well. Now he's going all out. The 6 Guest Kenya as well. So this is really, really strong build here. I've seen Julian do this many a time. But Sheikh, what do you have coming? You need this right now. 2 lever cannons needs to be popping out. It needed to be here yesterday, but it isn't right now. And I think without it, you're going to lose. Oh, okay. Making some Royal Arquebuses, which is kind of cool. But without these lever cannons, you're just gonna get murdered by the Cannoneers. Okay, takes down the Explorer, but Sheikh, yeah, look at this. 2 lever cannons, only just now coming in. This could be a huge mistake, not sending this earlier. He's gonna lose 1 barracks, gonna lose a 2nd barracks, then he'll lose a couple of torps. And I love this, look at this. Even using an Aben in here, just to heal up any units that have been hit by, you know, the outpost or any Caroleans, whatever. It's a really smart play there. Barrett's going down behind his base now. Sheikh on 23 vills. And look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that wood gathering. Look, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he's got. But look, that slow trickle was just so good. So good. And that's thanks to all of the torps being on wood. He'll lose a couple of torps here. So this is a really nice push by Dennis. He's going to give him a huge advantage this game. That's like 400 wood, 500 wood down now, 550 wood almost. The outpost is another 250 as well, but that was kind of free. So, yeah, really in part on the back foot here with Sheikh. It's not over. He can obviously continue to torp boom and do really, really well here. He's having to send some of his Caroleans to deal with these Shotter Warriors. So he picks up some Shotter Warriors for free, which is really, really nice. He does have the Order of Bazaar big button as well. So that's going to buff his villagers by 25% and all of his torps by 10%. So that's going to give him a nice eco boost right now. But what can he spend that eco boost on? It's going to just have to be double pumping Caroleans right now. And he's going to rely on these 2 lever cannons to try and deal with all of these Cannoneers. We do have a paused game right now. These Cannoneers, very weak, but Do they have a bonus versus artillery? They should do, right? No, they actually have a wow. They actually have a -5 multiplier versus artillery. That's interesting because I know they're a worse Abyss gun, but they are, Abyss guns obviously have a bonus versus artillery. So these cannoneers, really, we can't really call them Abyss guns because they're not really. They're basically skirmishers. That they're basically a glass cannon skirmisher. That's the better way of looking at them because they have range resist. They do attack with a siege attack, so they are like Abyss guns in that respect. But they just don't. They're not the same as Abyss. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess they are just a weaker Abyss. They're like an Age 1 version. Like if Abyss guns could downgrade to Age 1 stats, that's what a cannoneer would be. But yeah, interesting. They're going to struggle to kill the lever cannons. And these things have lever cannons, by the way. 4 lever cannons have a lot of HP. 4 artillery have a lot of HP. So 170 for an Age 2 artillery unit. When they get into Age 3, they have more HP than a falconet. Interesting. Okay. There goes the jingle for the Order of Azar. He keeps this Torp alive, which is nice. And you can see here the Torp is now gathering at 0.33 food and 0.59 coin. So Ironworks has come in. The problem with Ironworks, he needed 2 lever cannons before Ironworks. And you can see the reason why, because he lost all of this stuff because he didn't have those 2 lever cannons protecting, and his lever cannons could have been in a really tight spot. But it's always difficult to know what the timing is going to be with those cannoneers, and Ethiopia it's difficult to predict what Ethiopia are going to do. But one tip for you guys: if you see a castle go down, okay, and you see a barracks and a castle start, okay, if you see that, the chances, the 9 times out of 10, they're going to be making Guess Kenya and shipping the cannoneers. That's what you have to know. They will likely be doing that. Sheikh's going to go for a cheeky Exile Prince agent behind all of this. That was very risky, but Dennis is giving him some breathing space here. Dennis has just got into Age 3 here. So this is what I was talking about, that semi-FF build that they do. Such good play by Dennis here. He's done all of this, all of that damage with the cannoneers push, the castle defense early on. And then behind, he's going to siege all the stuff down. Rather than dive in his base and just kind of potentially lose the game to leather cannons, TC fire, Minutemen, all that sort of good stuff, he just backs up. He knows he has the advantage, and he just keeps the advantage by then aging up behind it. He knows Sheikh can't immediately push behind this, so he's going to get a free agent behind it. Really, really smart play here by Dennis. But the scores are still tight. Sheikh trying to do some clever raiding there with Caroleans. I think it's a little bit too early to be doing that. I mean, if you don't see a dead herd over here, then the only thing you're going to be able to potentially kill at this stage of the game is Abans. So you want to dive in. You want to try and find the silver mines. That's also something worth noting against Ethiopia. You're often better off trying to raid gold mines, silver mines, or copper mines because there's a good chance that Abans are going to be on there. They don't actually have a crazy amount of villagers early on, so they're not going to eat through all of their food super early on. That's why I said it was quite early to be Carolean raiding like that. But you never know what you can find. Okay, Egypt is coming in. The 2 falconets are here. The cannoneers, like we said, they're not going to be able to deal with it. So he's going to need another way of dealing with all of this artillery. 2 lever cannons and 2 falconets. That mitigates the push here from Dennis. Dennis did take down that Torp, though. I think we saw the Sebastopol mortar being sent. Did he send it in the end? No, okay, no, he decided not to send it. He sent 7 Nef tenure instead, and then behind this he shipped 1k tokens of influence, which I reckon he'll go for Culverins. That'll be worth 2 Culverins, which would definitely be a very big brain move there by Dennis. So it's kind of clever because 1,000 tokens of influence is basically a way of getting 2 falconets or 2 culverins. Yes, you have to have the fort. Yes, you have to have the upgrade to be able to get European firearms, or artillery. But you can get that with the trickles that you already get. So shipping 1k influence is basically 2 Culverins. So that is going to be really nice play by Dennis. He's got the infantry superiority because he has the skirmishers mixed in with the Gas Kenya and the Shotter Warriors. There's just a lot of different types of units here, so he needs to be careful about microing. That's going to be the only difficult thing. While Sheikh only has... Okay, Sheikh's got some Culverins out. I mean, I should have expected that, right? I mean... So we're going to have Culverin versus Culverin, but Sheikh might not be prepared for this. Does Sheikh need to push? I don't really know. He is down on score, but he can just sit behind Max Torp Boom, and I think he should be fine. He's unpacking early, which is always super important in these wars, but I think... Dennis is going to see it. Oh, he's not. He's so close to seeing it. He sees it now. And he's... Oh, Sheikh gave the game away there. He gave the game away. And now he doesn't have the element of surprise. Dennis knows we're going to see a good old-fashioned Cove-on-Cove war. But do not underestimate Sheikh's micro-ability with Musk Falk. He is a Musketeero, Falconetto, Brain Rot micro player like myself. He now has the Culverin. Oh, Superior Mass, but he's going to be diving into 2 Culverins. No, Sheikh, that's 1.5 Culverins down. And now he's just going to sacrifice the other one. He does get 1 shot off. But then back, oh, dearie me, I was just hyping you up about your micro. And what have you done? Dennis is baiting this in with this shuttle taking another one down. 4 to 2 Culverins and doesn't lose a single Culverin. Dennis with the insane micro. That is some of the best micro I've ever seen when it comes to artillery. He was baiting it in. The Shotter Warriors dived in. My goodness me. And that looked like that could have been a good fight. Technically, that should have gone well for Sheikh because he could have taken down Dennis's Culverins. He then had all of that artillery to deal with this mass. But just like that, Dennis with the most insane micro there I've ever seen. I mean, I could do like a sport review analyzing that. How he was baiting in. Sheikh was kind of he was drag boxing his Culverins to catch up, and they were getting caught behind the trees. Sheikh needed to play way more cautious and protect those Culverins way better. And Dennis took full advantage by baiting them in, moving his back to bait the others in, which allowed the Shotter Warriors to flank his Culverins. And it was just, well, chef's kiss, beautiful micro here. And Sheikh, you know, is not going to be happy. He is chomping at the bit right now. He is fuming. And he's going to go for some Jaegers, which is a nice touch. But the Sebastopol mortar's gonna come in. The gaping hole that is Redknack's mum's backside is gonna be doing some work here. Sheikh desperately. Oh, Caroline getting flung over those Jaegers. Imagine seeing a Caroline go over your head. Wow, boy. What a scary sight indeed. And now, okay, a couple of Falconets, but that's still probably not gonna be enough. The Jaegers is nice. But yeah, still has those 2 Culverins, which is going to deal well against the Falconets. They're just diving in here. Look at this. Is he going to be in range? No, almost, though. The Sebastopol Mortar is going to start applying pressure here to the town center. And what does Sheikh have up his sleeve? Just raxing more Carolines. I don't think that's going to be enough. He does have Minutemen. He can bring back his Explorer. He's trying to TC fire. The Culverins, which get a double whammy. That's a 2-for-1 on sale, baby. You buy one, you get one free. I said you buy one, you get one free. Hey, the Minutemen call without the extra. I mean, at least wait for another batch of... Oh, Minutemen go flying! And with that Minutemen, oh, he's going to be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life after that game. He's paralyzed with fear. Forget the spinal injury. That man has a full 360 body injury, both mentally and physically. And I tell you what, that game was decided on that Culverin micro. That was, I have to say, Sheikh's not going to be happy about me casting this game. But I tell you what, you don't see micro like that very often, baby. And that is how it was done. Just beautiful micro there for Dennis. And yeah, I just have nothing to say other than that was just chef's kiss. Beautiful stuff. The beef is real with these two. Shaker's not going to be happy. Shaker's going to be losing that game going, best of 7. Best of 7. Give me a best of 7 right now. Right now, best of 7. I love the drama between these two. Absolutely love the drama between two. They're very closely matched. They are very, very closely matched in both elo and skill. Dennis coming out on trumps this time. Woo, what a game. What a game. All resources gathered. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. It was very, very close. But yeah, just really good play by Ethiopia there. And yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed that one. And I will catch you in the next Age of Empires 3 drama channel. Boom.